Then you have to put your so it recording. Okay. Oh God. I'm so sorry. People have to rejoin again. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You have to. I'm so sorry. I'm back again. I'm back again. To do the editing and join this. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you. You see, we have to switch the Wi-Fi. We have to switch the Wi-Fi to another one. Next Friday, I'm gonna purchase another Wi-Fi that would be strictly for this platform. And I'm not gonna, I don't want to jeopardize any other things. Many people already joined. I'm so sorry for the cutting. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi. Really? Okay. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Candy. Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know. And no, I'm back again. I'm back again. I'm back again. Let's wait few minutes for people to join login. Wait few minutes for people to log in. And you want to test them the way you test them before. That is, I'm back again on the platform, on your platform. Then I'm back again. I'm so sorry. I'm back again. I'm so sorry. Mm. Really can hear me well? Hmm? Um, I'm back again. I'm back again. That's it. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Back again. I'm so sorry. The devil is a liar. We're gonna. Oh, oh, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Just hang in there. We started already since about 10 minutes past 6, but the Wi-Fi go off, so we have to switch the Wi-Fi. So we have to cancel the first one. So we're in the second part, which is the second one. Oh, and then the question. What is the question? The formal question, so that we can continue from the question. Yeah. Jabdi Bradley. Hello. Thank you so much for joining, Bradley. Thank you so much for joining. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back again, please. I'm back again. I'm back again. I'm back again. Um, Let me see. I'm back. I'm back. I just want to say, if I can see few people joining, then I continue from where I stopped last. I continue from where I stopped. Mm, Let me see people. Let me see people. Where are my people? Where are my people? Thank you for joining. Where are my people? Where are my people? My God, I think we're going to deal with the five questions that that needed to be sorted out in your mind. And next Friday we'll continue the five. Yeah, we will do only five points. The next week we'll continue. We'll do 5 points. The next week we'll continue. I want like few people. What is that? Mhm. No, thank you for joining. Judy, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. She even gave me a hand clap. Thank you so much for joining. I just want to wait, because of the problem that we had before. I want to wait like a few minutes for people, like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's give them 2 or 3 minutes. They didn't know that we are back again so that I can continue to talk. And I want to hear the comments. Let me see whether if I can read the other comments. Open the other comments, the former one. So the former questions, the question says, let me see if I can see the question here. It said, the question said, what about if you want to date, you want to go into dating, you want to friend someone to go into dating now, and that person doesn't have any religion at all. That person is not a Christian, is not a Muslim, is not this, is not that. No, it's okay like that. And don't. Okay. So what the question says, if that person doesn't have any religion. So let me hear your comments now. If that person doesn't have any religion, somebody said it's risky, before the Wi-Fi logos to dabble into that kind of relationship, to go into that kind of relationship, because whatever that person is doing, whether nonchalant attitude or whatever that person is doing, he or she will just be doing whatever comes to his or her mind to do. And you don't have anything to say, especially when you already enter into courtship, you already enter into marriage. There's nothing you can do. And that's why you see sometimes you see some people, they say, oh, I can't put up with this anymore. I think we need to separate, or I think we need to call it a day, we need to divorce, and divorce is not in God's dictionary. You see, you cannot be a free, what will I say? You cannot be someone who doesn't have any religion at all. You have to think very well. You don't want to be a freelance, Yeah, some people are joking. Yes, let me hear what if that person doesn't have any religion at all in our sections, before we log out, and log in again. I've seen so many. So what do you have to say? You don't want to be a freelance worker. A freelance worker work for two people, work for two masters. So you don't want to become a freelance worker. You either be for Christ or not for Christ. And let me tell you something. The last previous video, I talk about purpose and I talk about destiny. And I said God defined our purpose, and the destiny is defined by us. We have responsibility. It's your responsibility to reach your expected goal. What we do, he will do. And what you have to do on your own part, you have to do it. So you don't want to become a freelance worker who works for two masters. So let me hear from you, please. If people are back, let me hear from you. I'm so sorry for the Wi-Fi before. Let me hear from you. Can you date someone who doesn't have any religion at all? Can you date someone? Or can people date someone who doesn't have any religion? Who is that person's master? When you read the word of God very well, until you know him before you can know your purpose, until you know him. If you don't know God, there's no how you can know the purpose of God for your life. You will just become a freelance, what I call the freelance worker, working for two masters. But you have to know God personally. You have to know who you are. You believe who you serve. You have to have the fear of God in you. You have to believe in him before he will now show you the way. If you are far away from God, there's no how you can know your purpose. Okay, I see comments now. I think if you are serious in your faith, then you would want to be with someone who is serious in the same faith. You see, when you are serious with your faith, when you have faith in God, you believe in God, you give your life to Him, you have a good relationship with God, then you yourself, mm-mm, you cannot have two masters in a house. You cannot have two masters. You know, it's just like car. When you are driving, for those of you who started driving, you're driving a car, and you have seen some people. If you have not started driving, you see people who are driving. It's only one person that sat in that driver's seat and hold the steering and begin to ride on. It's only one person. But if the other passenger side says, "Oh, you know what? Let's drive this car together," and they both hold the steering, you know what is going to happen. Disaster is bound to happen if two of them hold the steering at the same time. You know, two of them holding the steering at the same time, it will not go well. So you want to have someone who you'll be compatible with. And you yourself, you have to know who you are in Christ. You have to know who you are. You have to know your faith. You have to know your relationship with God. Because if you don't know all these things, there's no how you can search for someone who is God fearing. Are you yourself God fearing? Is your faith compatible with the other person's faith? Because if you don't have the same faith, there will be locomotion. There will be something. So there will be friction. So Anna said, yes, you must have this. If you are serious with your faith, that means if you know what you're doing and you are serious with your faith, then you will get someone who is, compatible with you. Now, let me say, it will be hard to maintain that relationship. See, Kanye said it will be hard for you to maintain that relationship. If you are dating someone who doesn't know God, you are dating someone who is a freelance worker, you are dating someone who doesn't have anything that check him or check her, then it will be hard to maintain that relationship. Because if this one is going to this side, that person will say, no, I am heading towards this side. You need to be able to be on the same page to make it work. Yes, both of them have to be on the same page to make it work. Judith, okay, introduce the person to God. Okay, introduce the person to God. Another suggestion now. Introduce the person to God as two people who have a similar belief won't be able to cooperate, okay? And it attracts conflict to the relationship because they would have different lines of reasoning. You see, and I didn't even read this before. Because both of them, if both of you are not on the same page, you will be incompatible, and there will be friction, and there will be conflict. There will be conflict, and that conflict can result to parts. It can result to conflict a day. So we are still on your personal relationship. The first one, what are the things? The topic or the description says preparation and mobility in dating. What are the things you have to check out? What are the things you have to put in place? What are the things that you have to be ready? The things that you have to make you to be ready to go for dating, to go for extra mile, to courtship, and final to marriage is compatibility and the spiritual attributes. Spiritual attribute, that's number one. Now let's move further. I guess we're going to treat only 5 points. I said we have 10 points. We'll treat 5 points today. The next Friday, by the special grace of God, the remaining 5 points, we will do it. Okay. Lizzie Ward, thank you so much. I'm back. Thank you so much for coming back. Abby, yeah, good. Another Friday. Yes, thank you for joining. Big says, thumb up for you. Thank you so much, Big says. Big says, we started before, and I think we spent like 35 minutes, and before the Wi-Fi go off on us, and then we have to switch to another Wi-Fi. Well, to God be the glory. We have something to switch with. So number one is, what is your spiritual attribute? Please, what you don't know, you cannot give. If you don't know your spirit, if you are not connected You have to be able to connect to God. You have to be able to, before you can be able to win soul, before you can be able to have a good, perfect, peaceful relationship with someone. But if you yourself, you are not God fearing, then don't bother yourself to look for God fearing. But if you are God fearing, look for God fearing, and it shall be well with you. That is number one point that you have to make sure is sorted out in your life, in your mind. God fearing, know God that you are serving. Number two, trust. You have to be able to trust that person that you want to date. You have to be able to, because that dating is the dating that will result to courtship, the courtship that will result to marriage in the future. It's a kind of relationship, it's a kind of friendship without benefit. So now you should be able to trust that person, not the person that will lie today, tomorrow, and the moment he lies, he's being caught. He defend himself or herself, and he lied again. No, you don't want to put up with the person that lie every time. Trust is the mother of relationship. Trust is the mother of relationship. I say it again. So someone you can be able to trust, date someone, befriend someone who you can be able to trust, or who can trust you very well. Now, let me hear. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much, Queen Lizzie Ward. Thank you. You in the building. Yeah. So thank you so much. Now, date someone who you can be able to trust. And how do you do that? You by studying that person. Another time will come when I will share with us what are the things that you will look for when you are dating or when you are courting someone. What are the things you are going to look for? You should be able to trust that person. You should be able to trust that person. Huh? It's back again. So you should be able to trust that person. So what can you say about trust? Should we put trust into consideration when dating, preparing to date? That can serve as our mobility. That can, yes, fabulous faith. Hi. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much, fabulous, fabulous faith. Thank you so much. So now, thank you for giving me the thumb up. Thank you so much. Now, what? So we are talking about we are talking about the preparation and mobility in dating. Preparation and mobility in dating. Now we are number 2 points because of people that are joining late. We are number 2 point. The first point is your spiritual attributes. Are you God fearing? Because I know you want to befriend someone who's God fearing. You want to you date someone who is God fearing, so that that person would be the relationship will be based on the rock of God. The second one we jump into is trust. You should be able to trust that person. Trust is the mother of relationship. Not people, somebody that will be lying, to you, and that you will not know what to say. And that, some people, they are very they have sugar coated mouth. They can say, if they say something, you will just believe them because their mouth is sweet. When they are saying it, you will not say it's wrong or it's lie. But God, if you have a good relationship with God, He will always show you the loophole that you need to open your eyes to see. He will always show it to you. Okay, Judy, yes. Trust is the one of the major factors in relationship because it can break and build a relationship. Yes, trust can break. It can build. Trust can build a relationship. Lying can break a relationship. Queen Lizzie Ward. Okay. What? How are you? Thank you. Thank you, big sis. I'm fine. Okay. Fabulous faith. How are you? Fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now, so trust. Do you all agree with me? Do you all agree with me that trust? You must be able to trust that person. Now let's go further. What are the things that you when you are going when you want to go into dating or courtship? What are the things you put into consideration? You yourself, what are the things you put into consideration? Let me hear from people. Yes. Let me water, please. What are the things? Number three is what? What are the things you put into consideration? We say number one is your relationship, your spiritual attributes. Number two, trust. Now, let me ask us question. This will lead me to, I'm sorry, excuse me. This lead to number eight, the third point. What are the things, what do you need in a lifelong partner? Now, let me see comments now. What do you need in a lifelong partner? Or what do people need in a lifelong partner? What do you need in a life partner? What do you need? Let me see. What do you want to see in a lifelong partner? Because it has to be a lifelong partner. What do you need? Youth can answer the question, or any of our mothers that is on the platform can answer it. What do you think our young adults need or looking for in a lifelong partner? What are they looking for these days? Yes, I broke up with a guy before because of lied to me. You see, somebody make a comment. I hope you can read the comment on the platform here. Somebody said, I broke up with a guy before because he lied to me. Lying is no good at all. No, lie is not good at all. God does not even like lie. When you read Galatians chapter 5, Galatians chapter 5, when you read from verse 19 to 21, he enumerates all the work of flesh. Lie is part of it, is the work of flesh. Lie is not good at all. Any guy, you notice, telling you lie. I don't want, don't let me say what you want, but it's not good. You cannot put up with someone who lied to you all the time. Lying is not good at all. It's the work of flesh. Uh-huh. Loyalty. Okay. So something people have started saying something that you are looking for, what you are looking for in a lifelong partner. Someone said loyalty, uh-huh, faithful man, uh-huh. Okay, always thank God. Okay. Um, that's right. Someone who is supportive, respect, and loyalty. Yes, God fearing. You see, everybody was just mentioning, what comes to your mind. This is what you are looking for in a lifelong partner. Because excuse me, it's supposed to be a lifelong partner. You don't want to marry and within a year and you say you want to divorce. You don't want to marry within 2 years or 3 years. No, your marriage should be everlasting. Your marriage should be lifelong. And what you're looking for in a lifelong partner is what? What? If you have money. Somebody said that person must have money, ego, kudi, owo. That person must be able to have money. Uh-huh. Soji. Oh, Soji. Oh, hello. How are you, Soji? How you doing? Thank you for joining the platform. Thank you so much for joining today. Okay, fabulous. A partner who forgive easily. You see, these are some things. All these things, please put it at the back of your mind before I say my own, which is number 3 point of mine. All these things are relevant and very, very good. Someone who can forgive easily. Another video will be another Friday. I will talk about forgiveness on its own. Forgiveness is a video. It's we're gonna make video on forgiveness itself. So someone who can easily forgive, who will not be repeating my old wound again to me over and over again. Yes, you did this last time. Yes, you did this last week. Oh, you did it yesterday. You did it something. Who will not? You know, who can easily forgive and let go. Mhm. Peter Oderanti, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I really, I appreciate everyone on this platform. This is the part two. We started I think we spent like 40 minutes before the Wi-Fi went off on us. But thank God we are back again. So this is the second part of it. Thank God you meet the second part. Let's see. Oh, cool-hearted. Thank you. Someone who is cool-hearted, cool-headed. Someone who you can relate with, someone who you can talk to. Oh, let's do it this way. Oh, this is who cool-headed. Not someone who nag. Guys can nag and even ladies can nag too. Not someone who nag all the time. That's right. So those are the things you're looking for. Cool-headed, kind, someone who is kind, respect, support, loyalty. All those things are some things that people are looking for in a lifelong partner. But I want to say to us is that most of the things that you are looking for, number 3 point of mine is strong relationship. The point number 3 is strong relationship. Strong relationship. And how will your relationship be strong? When you are able to understand, you study yourself with the person you are going with, and be able to blend. What is that? Please wait. Well, okay. Be able to, thank God it's back again. Be able to blend. It won't happen again. I promise. By next week, Friday, we're going to get another Wi-Fi mailing for this because it's just going on and off on us. So, strong relationship. You are looking for a strong relationship in a lifelong partner. Strong relationship. Someone who you can relate with. Someone who will listen to you and you will listen to. Let me read another comment. That's why my chair is in the front. Yes, lying is not good at all. Because somebody make a comment here. If you are known to be a liar, when you tell the truth, nobody will believe you. Your partner will not believe at all, and you are telling the truth, but he or she will not believe you because you have known to be a liar before. You have known to be a liar, except you repent, and he or she knows that you already repented, and you are in the right. So what are the things again? That's number 3 point. We're going to discuss only 5 today because of the time. I will discuss only 5. We discuss 1, 2, 3. So number 3 is what? Strong relationship. Strong relationship. Someone who can understand you. You can understand him. It may be, every one of us, we have our but. Let me tell you something. We have our but. No one is complete. We have our but is that my partner? Can my partner able to understand me and pray for me? Let me see. Okay. So what are the points again? We are discussing preparation. Even the married people can still, can still be benefit from points that we're discussing. Strong relationship. What other thing? Number 4, I want to say that number four point is understand how to build relationship. Both of you, both the girl and the boy, you have husband and the wife. You have to understand how to build relationship. Understand how to build relationship. Before you can say you want to start to date someone, you have to understand how do I build a relationship now? Some people, they will start a relationship, they will not be able to end it well. The relationship will start well, but will not end well. Why? Because they will see themselves as enemy to each other. They will see each other as incompatible, and they will call it a day, they will depart. So how do we start to build our relationship now? Now that you are in school, now that you are aiming to hire someone in the future, how do you build your relationship? How do you build your relationship? How can you cope up with your temperament, emotional feelings? How do you cope up with that? How do you build a relationship? You start building your relationship while you are in your house, while you are with your parents. In your, if you cannot stand, you cannot withstand your sibling, you cannot withstand your parents, you cannot withstand your mom or your dad, you cannot withstand your sibling at home, then who, how do you know, or who tell you that when you get someone that you will be dating, you will be able to withstand that person? So you have to learn so many things when you are home. Learn how to be respectful, learn how to be kind, learn how to be, all those things, all the fruit of the spirit mentioned in Galatians chapter 5 from verse 22 to 23. He mentioned the fruit of the spirit. When you are in the Lord, when you are of Christ, when you have a relationship with God, then you must be able to bear the fruit of the spirit. Fruit of the spirit is a character. Is a character. And that character, how do you learn it? From home. You start learning the character from home. How do I relate? Am I easily offended if my sibling, do something that is wrong? Am I easily offended? Am I easily forgiven? So who are you? Who are you will be able to tell who you will be when you meet someone out, when you meet someone, who you want to move with, who you want to marry, who you want to stay and be in a relationship for lifetime, a long life partner. You will be able to maintain your relationship. If your relationship is built well, then you will be able to maintain it. But if your relationship is not built well, you are the kind of person who nag. You are the kind of person who frank your face all the time. So people, they cannot smile. They frank their face. They frank their face all the time. Frank their face. Never smile. Never laugh. So you that you frank your face all the time, how do you attract people from outside? How do you attract Mr. Right? How do you attract Miss Right when it comes your way? So all these things you have to begin to put into practice. It's a character that you need to put in place. That you relate with your sibling. When your sibling offends you, you convince the habit of forgiving spirit, forgiveness, and you say, you know what? Let me just forgive and let go because of God, and even because of your health. I in my previous video I said it affects your health also. Unforgiving affects our health. It affects us psychologically. It affects our emotion. And another time I will discuss fully package on forgiveness. It's a package of its own. So build your relationship. Please started building your relationship. If you are the type who doesn't laugh, who doesn't joke, who doesn't smile, you better start practicing it from your home. Start playing with your sibling. Start discussing, sit down with your sibling to discuss. Start, rap with your sibling. Start, with your mom, with your dad. Start talking to them. Start, playing with them. So that you are learning how to play with your life partner when you finally meet with your life partner. Will determine how you will resolve your conflicts once you meet your partner out there. Let me read someone. Somebody says, so please, I'm begging you, start learning how to practice a relationship, how to build up relationship. Some people, they have friends, but the friend will not last because they are incompatible. They cannot cope up with each other. They cannot endure. No self-control. All these things is a character, and you have to practice it. Practice make perfect. Start practicing it so that when Mr. Right or Miss Right come, he or she will be happy to meet you as a wife, to meet you as an husband, So, yes, let me read out the comment. Let me read some comments today. Understanding yourself and discovering things you like and dislike. Understand yourself, discover things you like and dislike. Should be something you do before being with someone. Correct any bad habit you feel would impact the future relationship negatively. Sit down, examine yourself. Examine yourself. What are some characters that people are complaining about? You are not the mirror of yourself. People out there, I don't know where you're, maybe in your church or in your school or in your environment or in any gathering, people are your mirror. It's people that will tell you who you are. Sit down, examine yourself. What are the things that people are saying about you that is negative? How do I eradicate those negative ideas, those negative behaviors, those negative things? Because if you do not eradicate it right now, it will affect your relationship with your partner. It will definitely affect you. Judy said you have to correct it. Yes, you have to correct it. How do you correct it? You practice it. Practice it. Practice make perfect. You practice it. What are the things? What are the habits? What are the behavior? You practice how to behave nicely, how to behave, you practice it among your friends. Begin to practice it in your home. Practice it when you are in any gathering. Practice it. Practice it. Practice make perfect. And Kende said family relationship is important. Yes, family relationship is important. It's important. You have to build it. Okay, mommy, that is a very good point. Okay, not to get angry at every little thing. Yes, how to manage your pressure, when you are under pressure. Some people, when they are under pressure, they can tear the whole world down. How do you manage yourself when you are under pressure? What do you say? What come out of your mouth? Some people, when they are under pressure, when they are angry, things that will come out of their mouth, you will not believe it. You will not believe it. You have to be able to control your mouth, control your tongue, so that when you meet with your life partner, you will not have any complaint. He or she will not have any complaint to say, oh, I cannot do this. He or she will be crying to have you as a wife, will be crying to have you as a husband. You know, yeah. So every little thing, you cannot be growing angry on any little things. No, there are some little things that you have to forgo if your partner did do to you. So there are some little things you say, let me just, that's how, let me just overlook. Let me just, okay. Okay. I grew out of it. Oh, thank you. See, somebody is saying, even me too. There are some things that I grew out of too. There are some things. Excuse me. There are some things I grew out of, too. So please examine yourself, examine your character, examine your behavior. We are talking about preparation and mobility in dating. Preparation and mobility in dating. What are you going to put in place? Prepare. That will make you prepared, that you are ready to go. Mhm. Important. Okay. Very important. That's why we need Holy Spirit to teach us so many things. See, somebody said that's why we need the Holy Spirit. When you give your life to Christ in you, in the form of the Holy Spirit, when you have the Holy Spirit in you to do, it will be guiding you, checking you out. If you want to do something that is not good, the Holy Spirit will inspire you. Will be, and you have to be able to listen to the gentle voice of the Spirit of God. Thank you so much. Holy Spirit will teach you. And that's why it's very important to give our life to Christ. Salvation is very necessary. It's necessary for all believers. Necessary for all believers. Salvation. No, it's eight. For all believers. Salvation is very important for all believers, because when you give your life to Christ, now you are not a freelance worker anymore. So you know who you are serving. You know your master. You know who you are serving. Because freelance workers, they serve two masters. And you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve God and Mammon. No, you cannot serve two masters. That's why I don't frown anymore. So that I can attract Mr. Right and not Mr. Wrong. Yes. You see, one of our mom make a comment here that she doesn't frown anymore so that she can attract Mr. Right and I cannot control your anger. Then, it's not. They'll say, oh, Lord, if you see her where she's fighting, you will say, wow. And that boy will say, so if I marry this one, this one will be beating me up with me. Or if it is vice versa, you know, mommy, you responding to me. Wait for Mr. Right, and Mr. Right will definitely come. Yes, mom. Yes, mommy. So four now, 4 points. We are able to treat points. Any question that you want us to any question? Because I don't want to be any question. And number two, we discuss. Then number three, we discuss about examine yourself. We discuss about examine yourself. Examine whether it glorify God or people are commenting on it. Your integrity. Your integrity has to be intact. Not only when you grow up, when you are integrity right from now, when you are youth, when you are young adult, start building your integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody sees you. Doing the right thing when nobody sees you is integrity. Maintain your integrity. It starts from home. Understanding how to build relationship, your character. How do you react under pressure? We discussed about that. And I gave us a verse from the Bible. You can read it. Read the verse, Galatians chapter 5. When you are of flesh, the work, and you don't want to satisfy, but you want to satisfy the work of the spirit. That chapter, read it. And when you read that, the flesh one, read the fruit of the spirit. Enumerate the fruit, all those things. Self control is there, love is there. So about 9 is there. You read it on your own at your leisure time. Read it. So we discussed about that. So okay, she's just okay. Judith, what do you do if you feel okay? If you feel your career would have a negative impact in your relationship. This is another question. If you feel your career would have a negative impact in your relationship. If you know your relationship, we're gonna have an impact negatively on your career, on your maybe on your career, on your study, on your career. What do you do? Abigail, obedient partner who fear God. Okay, obedient partner who fear God. Some in this world. Thank you for answering the question. This is a very good question and very sensitive. Yes. So we want people to answer the question. Please, how do you answer the question? Somebody is in a relationship already. Somebody is in the dating or courtship or something. And this thing will jeopardize, So what do you do? What do you do? This is a question, sensitive questions that must be answered before we go today. The question, I believe your career would have negative impact in your relationship. What do you do? If your career will have an impact in your relationship, what do you do? I need an answer. I need contribution. Contribution. I need contribution. Yes. People people are typing. Okay, we'll wait. So what do you sorry. Okay, honestly, I feel it depends on the type of career. It depends on the type of career. We don't know the type of career. If it is I don't know the type of career. It could be anything. Teaching, the career that I think they normally have issue with is like when the husband is a doctor and the wife is a doctor, or the husband, both of them, they are very busy. It's a busy work. So that busy work wants to affect their relationship or something, or maybe they're just, in this case, let me no, don't let me say something. Let me hear people say before I say something. Say something, please. Okay, Queen Lizzie, thank you so much. You are a blessing to us in this platform on Wednesday. You need to discuss with your partner before you get married, okay, so that it won't be a problem in the marriage. Content creator, do you read my mind? Eh? That's exactly what I want to say, but I just want to see if other people exactly. You need to discuss with your partner before you get married, so that it won't be a problem in the marriage. This is division of labor, work simplicity. You and your partner, when you are dating, it's because we have not get to that point. We're going to discuss what are you looking for, or what do you discuss when you go on a dating, when you are in courtship, when you are dating. What do you look for, or what do you discuss, what do you talk about? I'm going to bring it out, some points, some questions that you can ask your partner, in relationship, some questions that you will ask, and some questions he or she will ask you also. There are so many questions that you will discuss. There are so many answers that you have to provide for each other during this time. Will be one of the questions that one of our youth in your relationship, you may have discussed, sit down and discuss. Oh, this is who I am. This is my career. This is my goal. That person will spell out his or her goal too. Both of you table your goal down. How best, this is goal now. How best can we fulfill this goal? In what way can we fulfill? What can we do to fulfill our destiny, to fulfill the purpose of God for our life? This, okay, how do we, when we started having children, even the unborn children, you start to provide for their needs before they come. When we start to have children, and see, you are digress now, you are moving to another part now. You said that because when we start to have our children, how are we going to bring them up? What education are we giving to them? All those things. Are you going to be working full time, or be working part time during when we marry? Are you going to be working part time, or you want to take care of this care that we can put our children in? Or all those things you will discuss fully. What you are about to see in your marriage, you start discussing it. Then you will know whether that person is compatible with you, whether that person you have similar faith or not, whether that person is God designed for you or not, whether it's the purpose of God, the plan of God, the glorious plan of God for you to be together. All these things you will see. It will be obvious. You will see. See, so it shouldn't affect so your career shouldn't affect your have any impact in your relationship if both of you agree on common goal, on common thing, how you want things to go, how you want life to be in your marriage, how you want your marriage to function. All these things you discuss before you enter. Some people, they don't discuss all these things before we enter. I don't have the privilege. I did not. Don't let me lie. Let me not lie to you. I did not have that. You, our children, you guys have opportunity to do it. I didn't have the opportunity. Honestly, I didn't have the opportunity in my own time. I didn't have the opportunity, but you have an opportunity. If you are still single, you are young adult, please better grab it very well. You have a very golden platform opportunity. All these things you will discuss before you go into, oh, how do you like your relationship, the marriage to be? You both of you will discuss. Oh, I like my marriage to be this, I like my marriage to be that. What about our children? For them, you are preparing for them ahead. If you do that, negative negativities will not come to your relationship. You will not have an impact on your relationship because it has been discussed already. What? Okay, Queen Lizzie, what? Yes, you have a point. Yes, yes, yes. By the grace of God, that is all I think. That is the way I think it. Please discuss everything. I will tell you all those questions that you're going to ask, all those things that you will discuss. Not eating burger alone, not going to I don't know, all those restaurants, all those big restaurants. To when you are dating, you go restaurants, you eat. Well, that's part of it. You drink, you say, you laugh. That guy make you laugh. If you happy, make someone laugh, good for the some important things that you need to discuss that need to be ironed out before you enter into final stage of relationship, which is marriage. Yes, let me read some points again. Okay, Judy said, if it is one, okay, if it is one that has a good effect in issues like a medical, yeah, like medicals and finances, discuss time schedule. hmm If it is one that has good, and, and issues like okay, if you see all those things, all these questions will come out when you are dating. I say it's not bread and butter. It is not drinking Coke and Pepsi. It is not give me what is that drink that people were asking for? Uh, jam. Let me say something that will be fun that people are going to laugh at me now. Um, Shampoo? No, no. Um, I don't know. I forgot. But there's a drink, common drink that youth normally, order for when they go to wedding and they are doing the cocktail and they say, "Give me West Candy to come and remind me the temple." No, not temple. 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 I don't know the name. It's like a reddish like this, I don't know. It's red. It's red in color. The drinks are red. And I said, just give me one glass of that. And me too. When I go there, and I see them, I want to act like a youth also. I say, give me one glass of Tempo. Give them one glass of cigarettes. You understand? Not only that alone, all these things that you guys are putting on, that's the question that you're going to be asking yourself. You have a platter gold of opportunity. Honestly, you have a platter gold of opportunity. You see, Judy mentioned some important things. Say medical aspect, financial aspect, discuss time, schedule. Yes, all these things. See, you guys we're jumping now, we're jumping from the topic now. We are on another week. Well, that's part of preparation and mobility. It's part of things you are going to prepare and keep you going. Mobility, keep you moving. You know, she said, you discuss about medical. Does that person have any medical issues? You have to just talk about it. Do you have any medical issues in your family? Do they have any medical issues that is rampant? That's people that is common in your family, even though it's not, you don't have it. Even though your mom don't have it, what about your generation? Do they have any medical issue? This thing need to be discussed. Financial issue need to be discussed. How are we going to when we marry? How are we going to cope with our financial issues? How are we going to our house? Are we going to buy a house or are we going to rent a house? Then if we are renting, how are we going to pay it? How much is my salary? How much is your salary? Let's put it together and budget, yeah, and bring a budget out of it. Discuss time schedule. What is that? If you are working now, what is your time schedule? Do you work from morning to night, or do I work from morning to afternoon? Now, if both of them want work from morning to night, money tonight. Then they have to reschedule themselves. Okay, I'm the wife. Okay, let me look for another job then that will give me opportunity. When we start having issues, children now, I will have time to take care of my kids. Let me have it. Let me look for a job that both of you will argue. You will discuss fully. You will discuss. No one will do it for you. You will discuss. All these things are the things that you will discuss when you are dating, when you are courting. Please discuss. Open mouth. Some people will say, "I cannot talk. I'm shy. I'm shy." You cannot talk. You're shy. You're not shy. I know you're not shy. You're not shy. Tell me the truth. How many boys? How many girls? Are you the firstborn? Are you the lastborn? Are you the middleborn? Are you the endborn? Are you the, ask so many questions. Even silly questions. You ask silly questions. Though people may like to ask silly questions, ask how many, don't, I mean, all those things you ask. Your mom, you're living with your mom, or you are not living with your mom. Are you rent your own apartment, or you are living with your mom? What about your sibling? How do you relate to your sibling? You relate well with your sibling? Or do your sibling make you mad all the time? Then know yourself where you are going to. Let me read some comments again. Judy said, what if the man is someone who feels a woman shouldn't work after having kids? Do you in a relationship? After having kids, that is a relationship that's already been bound by. This relationship is bound by what? By covenant, by marriage covenant. It is bound by marriage covenant. And this takes me to my next point. I will not say all the points today, but next week I will complete the point. This marriage already have kids. You already have the kids already. So now the husband said, "Stay home and take care of my kids for me, and I will be working. I have enough money to take care of you. I have the money to take care of the to pay the house rent. I have money to give to you to do whatever you want to do. Stay home, and raise up this kid for me, and all these things as it will be discussed before you enter. Now you have two kids or you have three kids. You cannot call it a day because you're already in there. You already been bound by the marriage covenant. Marriage is a covenant. Marriage is a destiny to be fulfilled. It's a covenant. You already been bound. You cannot say, oh, you have to sit down and talk, iron it out. Now you tell me not to work. Now, what about this? What about you? And if the man is capable, resort it and make it. You resort it within yourself. It's not forever. It's for a period of time. Maybe period of time when the children those children will other people can answer question, please. After you have the kid, now, and your husband tell you not to work, not to do anything. Do you want to quit the marriage? You want to quit the relationship? Is that okay? Now, let me hear your opinion, please. Blessing, let me hear your opinion. Queen Lizzie, what? Let me hear you. Big sis, let me hear your. I have every. You are covered. You are covered. So, is that okay? Is that okay? Please say something. If you type a message and your message is kind of retracted or removed, maybe because there's a content that the YouTube doesn't. There are certain content that they don't want to be there. So probably that may be the reason for removing the content. That may be the reason for removing. So please don't feel offended when any content is being removed. Maybe that's but somebody is managing the platform for us. Our big sis, they are on it. Help me to. So now, what do we say about this? If your husband, now it's your husband because you already have two kids, you are bound with marriage covenants. Marriage is a destiny to be fulfilled. And now, you have kids now, and your husband said, "Stay at home and take care of this kid for me." And you don't have to work right now because these are too little, to be abandoned. They are too little not to take care of, and early childhood is very, very crucial. In my previous video, I talk about early childhood. Very crucial, That time, their windows of opportunity is wide open. Whatever you teach them, they assimilate quickly. They assimilate quickly. Children, little one, young one, they assimilate quickly. It is wide open. You can teach them, you can mold them, you can reshape them, you can, whatever. So probably that may be the reason why your husband will say, stay at home and take it. And I know it's not forever. What do you have to say? Now let's go. What do you have to say? Probably this will be the last question we treat before we go today. It's almost 8 o'clock. Now, what do we have to say? All these things should be part of your discussion before you marry. It should be part of the discussion, before you marry. So now, what do we say? It's not going to be, I know it's not going to be forever. And I said you guys should have a mentor. So if you guys will have a mentor, you can carry the matter. If you know the matter is bringing an issue, negative issue is coming up, then you carry the matter to your mentor. Your pastor is there. Your pastor is there. Your pastor can be your mentor. Carry the matter and say, Pastor, this is what is going on. Pastor will not leak your secret out there. They will not tell other parties what you're going through in your closet. It's a secret between you and your pastor. And if you have a mentor, go to your mentor and let your mentor know about it. But I don't know what you write. Please make the comment again and let me see your comment. Blessing Okoyemi, I'm waiting for you. Now, Judith, what do you do if a man popularly proposes to you and you do not want to accept, but you do not want to accept, you also don't want society to criticize you because it is extravagant. Now, are we okay with the other question that the husband said? I want you to stay at home and take care of this kid for me. I will provide everything you need. Are we satisfied with that? That need to be discussed and ironed out before you go into marriage. That should be part of your discussion. And if there is an issue coming up, then you now go to your mentor, you go to your pastor, or you go to your mentor and table the matter to your mentor. Your mentor will be able to do what? We open Bible and give a verse that will back it up. So are we okay with that? With that? And it's not agree. Both of you just come together and agree. Okay, since you say you're going to be going to work, okay, I'll stay at home and you make sure you give your best to those kids because you are not doing anything. You are not working. You are just a how do they call them? Homework. Something. So you just stay at home and take care of those kids and make sure you teach them the way of the Lord, you teach them moral standard, you teach them everything. They have to be taught of everything. Teach them everything that they need to know. Teach them everything they need to know because you stay at home doing nothing. And by the time your husband is coming back from work, let that food, that delicious food, that balanced diet food that contain the right kind of food in the right proportion, let it be on the table for him and say, this is the food, for you. Don't let him hassle too much before I think we all done with that. We all agree with that. Now, another question. So if it is one, okay, no. I've passed that already. Feel the woman. I passed that already. What do you do? Okay, what do you do if a man come openly? I think I saw a video one time. I saw a video that thing happened one time. And I don't know if it's in Africa or I don't know where it happened. But if a man come openly and propose you, openly, people were there and propose to you, and then you do not want to accept. You do not want to accept, but you also do not want society to criticize you because it is extravagant. Now, what do you say to that? If a leaning down to propose a lady, and the lady said no, no, no. That's why I said you don't just jump into dating. You don't just go through the step of the dating. You don't just jump into it. If you jump into it, you will be ashamed of yourself. The guy will say no, or the lady will say no. So take the step, the necessary steps before you get to that zone. When you take the necessary steps, he or she will not. If it's the purpose of God for both of you to be together, he will not reject you, or he will not reject you. Take the necessary step. I'm telling you, don't jump, don't jump the step. No. The first step is relationship or friendship. Start from friendship. Start from friendship. When friendship, my friend, oh, he's my friend, she's my friend. I know her, we talk together, we test on phone. How are you? Are you coming to church today? Yes, I'm coming. Just friendship on the platform without benefits. Can you hear me? From the step, apparently those that happens to like that, probably they did not start from friendship. I don't know. Maybe they just know each other from afar off. And if you know each other from afar off, you can't expect that person to agree like that. Start from the very what do you call, start from the elementary one, which is the friendship relationship of friendship without benefit. Start from there. From there, your friendship will escalate, we graduate to dating. From there, your relationship will graduate to courtship. Gradually, your relationship will graduate. Don't jump the others. Don't jump. Start from the friendship relationship of relationship in friendship. Start from there. From friendship, it will graduate. You will graduate. When you go to school, you are in first year. You enter the second year. You enter fourth year. You say, oh, you are in a junior class. You graduate to senior class. No. You are in junior. You are a freshman. From freshman to sophomore. From sophomore to junior. From junior now to senior. Then from senior now, you graduate. You go to college. Did you see that? That's how it should be in relationship also. Don't jump. If you do jump, by that time you are on this step by step, you may have been praying to God that, Lord, is this the right path for me? Because the Bible says the path of the righteous man is being ordered by God. Lord, order my footsteps. I don't want to meet with the wrong guy. I don't want to meet with the wrong lady. Connect me, because we are serving God of union, God of connection. Connect me with the right person. You may have been praying all along while you are still, in friend. Where